I think we're learning a lot about ourselves. That we thrive on chaos, not consistency.
And change.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Natalie, what do I do?
I hope it's giddy.
Hail. That girl looks good.
Okay, we're back.
We're back, and this is a podcast you are going to be listening to on Thursday.
Friday.
Because
because it's Tuesday.
Why is it not Wednesday?
Thursday. It is. Technically, it's 7-Eleven on a Tuesday.
So it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't believe how the time's flying. I can't believe how it just felt like garbage day, and now tomorrow's garbage day again.
I think, you have been like, sort of like a unicorn, just kind of like I picture you like bouncing in the fields and meadows with like sunshine and rainbows, and I'm kind of like, I'm watching you and I'm like, I'm happy for her, but we're usually so on the same page, but this is not, not sure what's going on over there because we don't see each other. So then.
Yeah, it hit hard.
I got the call.
Yeah, that's it.
And I was like, yes.
I'm done.
That's
like,
so
this isn't
terrible.
Okay.
No, it is, here's the thing. It literally is like, it's like grief. It's like a roller coaster. You're like, I'm great. I'm great again. When is this fucking over? And then you're like, I got this. Like, oh God, I love them. Fuck off.
It is so up and down.
Yes.
And the only thing is I know I must be feeling something because
Whoa.
When I do that. I riff off the skin on the inside.
You build a hole in your thumb.
Yeah, I've done it forever, but it's like sometimes when I don't feel the stress, I know obviously part of my body feels it. But then it was so funny that this came up on my Facebook, but all I kept thinking of is Anne Frank during this time and how much better we have it than the people that endured that.
I know.
But, and also how great of a situation we have compared to others.
I mean, the only shitty thing is,
there's a few.
Yeah, but you can feel as bad as you want because you don't have a comparative, like, historically, this has never happened to us. This hasn't happened in a lifetime.
No.
For our people.
Right.
So we can compare it to people who were in really bad situations, but historically,
we weren't prepared for this as maybe some other decades were,
and not even like prepared, and not even to the mass, like the world, and then the economics, and then just the the abyss of not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not even a person doing this. This is like this crazy thing that
I know, sometimes you just have these weird feelings. You're like, is this even real? Like, how could this be happening? Like, we're all in this together, but like, how come nobody's smart enough to stop this?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I know. You feel like your leaders are
like
a sham.
Elon Musk, doesn't he create the most...
Something.
Like, why isn't he like saving us?
Or where's Superman, really?
Right.
And Batman, and
there
Superwoman.
Are genius people out there.
Dude, there's Doogie.
Where's Dukes? Dukes, where are you?
I will say I've stopped watching the news. I've stopped thinking about when it's over. And...
Because it's over July 1st.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. If it's not, you are.
I'm over.
You expire July 1st.
That would be fine. Because by July 1st, I'll be done. I will be cooked. Turn me over. Send me out. I'm cooked.
You're just going to walk and be like, well, I'm done here.
Well, based on the way I felt this afternoon, I was like, I don't know if I can take this. Like,
oh, you got real bad.
I was just so bored.
Oh.
Like, nothing on the TV, no, like, all the things that I do when I'm bored, which is like, there's so little parts of the day.
Yeah.
Cook, watch the Food Network.
Right.
Look at Pinterest recipes, mostly food related.
Yeah.
Go for a walk. All those things that would fill my bored time, I'm bored of those things now.
Yeah, because I think that previously we always were on the go with something, so we would fill our time with the boring things or the mundane things or the everyday things, so they felt really great, and then we would leave. Yeah. Because we were working moms on the road, so like those things felt a lot. And now, I mean, what did we do? We must have been the laziest race in the entire world. I mean, the human race, because what we're doing is, crazy. Like, crazy.
So today we had a call with our touring agent and our touring manager. And we were talking about how, to go and make up for money that will be lost from touring from 2020 and to also make money for 2021. They were like, would you be okay to go on tour longer, like you said you didn't want to do anymore, to recoup the money and then also make the money for 2021?
Fuck yeah.
We were like, hell yeah. Did you ask your husband or speak to your husband about it at all?
No. He's not my boss. Ask him. Asking him nothing. And I'm speaking nothing. If I was like, I'm bringing him a paycheck, he would pack my bags and put them at the front door.
Okay.
What about yours?
Well, mine was just because at that time, obviously completely supported, but there was some comments like being away this long, however we feel about it. It takes a toll on our family, not necessarily in a negative way, but we got to make sure that when you're doing this, it's really worth it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So today I'm sitting there and it's just me and him on the street. And I was like, just so you know, I just got off a call and we're going to be doing like longer stints again because we need to recoup the money. And I'm telling him this, and there's no kids around. It's dead silent on the road. And he looks at me and goes, sorry, I lost my, I wasn't listening there for a minute.
Oh my God, I love it.
Pardon?
I love it.
He's like, I was thinking about this other thing. You told me what the other thing was. And I'm like, hilarious. I'm like, I can't believe you just said that to me.
That's
but I guess
really
he
funny.
needed to know what I said and he wasn't listening.
Yeah, he knew it was important.
Yeah.
He was like, what? That means he probably usually is like, okay. And then
I said, how often do you do that? And he was like 98% of the time I
When was this conversation that it was hard on the family?
Oh, a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If I said I'm bringing home money, he'd be like, literally, he'd kick my ass out the door.
Yeah, no, I think at the end that's what he means, but he was just saying, like, as a family.
Very sweet. Mine's like, bye, I got this. What are you here for? Just go.
As a family, especially with the kids having to do all the sports and everyone having to pitch in and yada, yada, it just is like, it's got to be worth it, but we feel the same way. And so now it's going to be worth it because we need to make the money.
I think that also
we need to
realistically, we're gone for like 5 days of a month, and then we're home every day.
I know.
So it's not like we're pink and we're going on a world tour for a year. I'm like, in hindsight, I think people would be like girls because most people go to work and come home at 8:00 at nighttime and figure that shit out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's such a privileged conversation to even be like, we're leaving for 5 days.
Yeah, no, it's just
I totally get it.
Logistics of having 4 kids.
Totally. Yeah. Just though, like, realistically, it's if we were going for a month, oh my God, it would be a different conversation than.
So I was thinking for tour.
We need Uber drivers for kids. That needs to be a new business.
I know. Like,
you know what I mean? Bulletproof.
Yeah.
Like.
The robot cars.
Robot cars with a nice person, like a grandma. Grandma cars.
Grandma cars, yeah.
Who's not crazy and not addicted to drugs.
And who can still see and isn't.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, hi, but they think it's like they wear masks. They think they're their grandma. You're like, hey.
Oh, that's not creepy.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, I just mean like, so it's like, hey, grandma's here.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously the marketing for our tour is off the rails, but now that things have changed, it
feels like it's already off the rails right now. We got to have to have fun now.
Yeah, no, it's going to be back on the rails if you think about it. But it's going to be so crazy. But I feel like the marketing and the advertising should have new like photographs and new work. Because it's like back to the fun, back to life, breaking out of jail, finally free, time to have fun.
We need confetti. I mean, I'm calling Mackie. I need confetti. I need donkeys. I need like.
Definitely donkey.
Everything. Yeah. I'm pulling out all the stops.
Can you sit on a donkey?
Yeah, for sure.
Can you ride a donkey as an adult?
Absolutely.
I think we should do photo shoot riding some donkeys.
I think so too.
Okay, we'll go to a farm.
Oh, we can get one brought in humanely.
Humanely, yeah.
On grass.
There's always donkeys at the apple farms.
Oh, exactly.
It'll be fall.
Yeah, and we'll just put them in your backyard. And then the kids can go for rides after, and we'll pay the donkeys so they can retire happily. You know what I mean? Yeah, not the owners. This is for your donkey.
Yeah.
Buy them an upgrade in their stable.
Yeah. I think us on donkeys. Running away from the house on donkeys. Not too fast,
In fancy outfits.
Just reasonably, yes, with high heels.
Pulling donkeys behind us.
I like it.
Me too.
We're the donkey moms.
No, we're just donkey riders.
Saddle up.
We have our first mastermind tonight, and basically that is a group of people that are joining us to talk all things business, and that is like how to grow your community. What does a community mean? What does a community look like? Why is your Instagram and socials not translating to customers? Why did we do it without putting $1 into it? And what was there a secret? And what was the success? And what was the method to the madness? And we're taking them through a like basically 4-week course of analytics. And I mean, it's going to be the first time we've been like grown-ups.
Well, and also I feel like people always want to know. Like, people are like, I can't even imagine how you did this. So this mastermind is going to let them into the secrets that we don't always talk about. But, you know, one of the words is there's so many different things that could describe, you know, why we've been successful, why we haven't died out, why we continue to grow. And as I was walking to your house this morning, I was thinking that what we've always been is completely reliable. Reliable, it's like a small word, but like, I'm so reliable to you. You're so reliable to me. We'll never cancel. We've never been late. We've never not showed up. The same goes for brands, social, and being reliable is something it's underestimated as a quality that you need to be good at.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound exciting.
Even for employees.
Absolutely.
When someone's unreliable, the trust goes away, and that translates to your social, that translates to your brand, that translates.
And a lot of people are not 100% reliable.
No.
And I would say that would have everything to do with even when we had our babies and we never stopped. During both of those pregnancies, that's being reliable, and and it's accountable and it's consistent, and that's what people like. I mean, I definitely feel like I got some of my reliability from my mom teaching me, like, don't be late, be ready, go there, you can't say no.
Why are people flaky?
I think I'm not sure if it's completely that you're born into it, but I would say for me, I was definitely taught it, that there's absolutely no excuses. You be there, you don't miss work unless you're like dead.
Okay.
A cold is not sick. You're not sick if you have a cold.
Okay.
You have to be throwing up. Why are people flaky?
Now, don't you walk out the fucking door if you got to run it. Can you imagine how much this is going to change?
I know. I think culture? A lot of people get away with being unreliable, and they're really good at just making excuses. And
so crazy. We've had a few unreliable people in our lives, and reliable doesn't always mean showing up. It's also the way you portray yourself, the way you show up to meetings, and I mean, like,
consistently reliable, like
in your personality. There's one person in particular who we wanted, like, he presented so normal, and he was nice, a train wreck, and
start to finish,
no other reason than he was inconsistent, unreliable, and high maintenance, like all three characteristics, like, and you're just like,
and all those three things, by the way, whoever's listening, if you're a business owner or if you're an employer or an employee, those three things will kill you. Nobody wants you around.
Run. We had someone on our team who had a nanny. Yeah. And that nanny always called in sick, was always like, just would show up, not show up, like not be there. And she'd call me, like, where are you? And she always had a good reason. Okay. Always had a good reason.
Right.
And I remember, I'm like, the second time I was like, you need to fire her.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you need to fire her yesterday, because if someone is unreliable to you, they're going to be unreliable forever and ever. And they don't give a fuck about you, or like, truly they might care about you, but they don't give a fuck about you.
No.
They care more about themselves than about you.
Yeah.
So fucking fire them.
Yeah.
If someone is unreliable in your life, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Goes right down to your relationship. Fire them.
Yeah.
Divorce them. Ditch them.
I think another good thing that both you and I did, and we had to, was getting your kids to start working and making their own money as soon as they can. I bet that's one other reason that you're really reliable, and I started young, because I wasn't going to get money anywhere else. So I had to go to my job, and I didn't want to lose my job because I didn't want to lose my money.
I will tell you, COVID, the Cove, as I like to call it, my kids today would never have ever done this. Cleaned all their rooms, vacuumed, found them doing their laundry by themselves, folding it, which I didn't even ask to do. I was like this. I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone. don't complain about tidying up, putting shit away, doing their own laundry. Honest.
I think that this is going to be
God.
raising a different generation of kids.
I mean, I
because
hope.
We kind of had the kids that were lazier. Like, we used to do all the chores.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
our kids didn't do it.
I feel like I would get to that later. Like, I'm like, oh God, I'll teach them. Like, fine, fuck it, I'll do that. Like, that. There's no time for that. And now I'm
they're
like,
being more like us.
now
We
they're
were kids.
Now they're being responsible children,
but
which
that's
they
what I had to be.
and capable. Yes.
Teddy asks me all the time now that he's doing all these jobs. He's like, "Did you have to do this?" And I was like, "Yes."
Like, Olivia cleaned the kitchen while we were doing live, and I was like, "Thank you." Like, I'm not even thank you anymore. It's just like an expectation.
And I think they're also trying to pass the time, and it's a job that passes the time, and then they feel like they've achieved and accomplished something, and they want to be a helpful part of the family all of a sudden.
That's a tip for you guys. If you are at home, right down to the 4-year-old who you saw her folded laundry on Instagram, step away and let them do it. Let them try, and they will get better and better and better. You have nothing else to do.
And there's no rush. That's another thing. So they can learn these things at their own time, at their own pace.
Ooh, that is juicy. If you guys want to listen to this full Mom Truth podcast episode, head over to iTunes and Spotify. It's going to be good.